Miss Lynn Perrin. Welcome to the show. Good afternoon.
Sat Sri Akal.
Sat Sri Akal. Okay, so first of all, we begin by asking you, why are you running to be a member of parliament?
Well, for the last 10 years, I've been really closely watching both the Conservative and Liberal government, and I really don't think they're doing the job that the residents of Mission Matsqui Fraser Canyon need. They have not done a good job on the climate crisis. They've bought the Trans Mountain Pipeline, which threatens our health, air, land, and water. The COVID-19 has shown how the insufficient healthcare funding transfers to the provinces have seriously affected our senior care facilities. We have a lack of beds at Mission Memorial Hospital, Abbotsford Hospital, and Ashcroft Hospital that leads to reduced emergency room hours and also hallway warehousing of seriously ill residents. We see a widening income wealth gap. Billionaires, are doing just fine, but the other 99% aren't. We see a lack of affordable housing during a housing boom and a lack of public transportation when our population has seriously increased. So those issues, I think, both the Conservatives and the Liberals have not done a good job on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you feel your party's platform is best equipped to address the climate change?
Yes, I do. Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. We are, and I'm really glad you brought up that question because actually for the last 9 years, I have been doing a lot of research on it. I have a Master of Public Policy degree from Simon Fraser University.
Okay.
I've been spending a lot of time over the last 9 years researching the issue. And I think that the New Democrat climate crisis policies or policies to resolve the climate crisis are the best. They are very practical and include a just transition for workers who are working in the fossil fuel sector, and that's really important.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. You have a noticeable number of farmers living in your riding. How do you plan to raise their voice if you get elected?
Well, I've been a farmer myself. I was actually a small lot farmer in Bradner, and I raised free-range pork and beef, and a long time ago. And so actually my master's thesis was on how to support farmers markets in BC. And it was really focused on the farmer part of farmers markets, the growers, So I am a long time advocate for farmland and for farmers. And so, I mean, one really serious thing in Abbotsford and Matsqui and all throughout this riding is climate change and the impact that it is having on our farmers. Like, we are literally having berries cooking on the vine. And that, that is in the Fraser Valley, if you take Abbotsford and Chilliwack, it is worth $2.5 billion a year, and it provides 11,000 jobs. So absolutely, our farmers need support. And of course, the dairy farmers are dealing with the U.S. always wanting to challenge our supply management, and that is a concern as well.
How about housing crisis? Do you have any solid plan to deal with the housing crisis situation?
Yes, we do. And, we have to remember that it's the province and the local governments that are most responsible for housing. However, the federal government can provide funding to support, let's say, social housing and affordable housing. And actually, as in BC, the very first co-op housing that was built was in Abbotsford. So, there's more than one co-op housing in Abbotsford, but it's a good template, and there hasn't been enough support for co-op housing for many, many, many years, and we've really got to increase the support. So the federal government can provide funding to support affordable housing.
Ms. Perrin, would you like to share your vision for your riding with us?
Well, it's a really interesting and diverse riding because it is very, very large and very expansive. So, it goes from Bradner on the southwest part of it over to Agassiz. Then it goes all the way up to Cache Creek and over to Braylorn, which is north of Pemberton. So it is very vast, and sadly, tragically, Lytton is part of this riding. And so right now, in fact, we're trying to ensure that the people whose homes burnt in Lytton can vote. We want to make sure that is taking place. And I guess I kind of jest and I say that they needed to have the most beautiful riding in Canada, and so it's Mission Matsqui Fraser Canyon.
Ms. Lynn Perrin, it was a pleasure talking to you, and all the best for your campaign. Thanks for joining us.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.